Hello everyone and welcome to our AWS Monthly Cloud series. So in this video, we'll explore the latest features and updates in AWS, focusing on the highlights from the month of April. So as always, there were a lot of updates that were announced last month, but we have cherry-picked some of them that you may find useful or interesting. So without further ado, let's get started. So for our first update, we have Amazon VPC, which has introduced a new feature allowing users to dynamically add and remove auto-assigned public IPv4 addresses. So this means that if you no longer need a public IPv4 addresses on your instance, you can simply modify the public IP setting on the network interface. Previously, once assigned, these public IPv4 addresses were a permanent fixtures, meaning once a public IPv4 address was auto-assigned to EC2 instance, it was not possible to remove it. But now you can simply remove the auto-assigned public IPv4 address instead of recreating that applications on a new EC2 instance with no auto-assigned public IPv4 address. Now moving on to our next update, we have AWS Code Build, which now supports GitHub Actions. And for those who might not be familiar, AWS Code Build is a fully managed continuous integration service provided by AWS, and GitHub Actions is a platform provided by GitHub for automating workflows within your repositories. With this latest update, you're able to integrate GitHub Actions into the building and testing phases of software packaging, which also means that you can now take advantage of the wide selection of pre-made actions from GitHub's marketplace directly within your Code Build projects. AWS has been actively enhancing Code Build with recent updates including GitLab integration in March, and with the addition of GitHub Actions, we can hope for more improvements and updates in the near future. Moving on to our next update, AWS Lambda adds support for Ruby 3.3. Now this new feature allows developers to utilize the most recent capabilities of Ruby 3.3, both as a managed runtime and a container-based image within Lambda environments. So this new Ruby 3.3 runtime is actually based on the new Amazon Linux 2023 runtime, offering a notably smaller deployment size than previous versions. And it also brings updated libraries like glibc and an improved package manager as well. Plus, developers using the Ruby 3.3 runtime get access to the latest language features and improvements. It's also important to note that the Ruby 3.3 runtime is available in all Lambda supported regions except China and GovCloud. Apart from that, developers can use various AWS deployment tools like the Lambda console, CLI, SAM, CDK, and CloudFormation for deploying the Ruby 3.3 serverless apps. Now moving on to our next update, Amazon VPC CNI now supports automatic subnet discovery. So this new update may be important for someone who's using Kubernetes in AWS environment, as it offers a seamless scalability for Amazon Elastic Kubernetes Service clusters within the IPv4 address spaces. This enhancement eliminates the need for manual subnet configuration, significantly reducing operational complexity for developers. So in this default mode, Kubernetes pod IP addresses are dynamically allocated from all tagged and available subnets within your VPC. So for developers upgrading their applications with Amazon EKS, optimizing IPv4 spaces and maximizing the VPC usage is actually very crucial. So Amazon VPC CNI will help to simplify that. By tagging subnets, developers seamlessly integrate them into EKS clusters. The system then automatically allocates IP addresses for Kubernetes pod within the cluster. So this feature is available in Amazon VPC CNI version 1.18.0 across all regions where Amazon EKS operates. And to learn more about this new update, explore their launch blog and their official announcement page as well. Now on to our next update. AWS has just announced the general availability of Amazon Q Developer. So this innovative tool brings a host of game-changing capabilities aimed at simplifying and accelerating your development processes. Whether you're working within the AWS environment or elsewhere, Amazon Q Developer now seamlessly handles time-consuming manual tasks, streamlining debugging processes and enhancing coding experiences. From building complex data integration pipelines effortlessly using natural language to accelerating application maintenance and migration processes, Amazon Q Developer aims to minimize the time spent on repetitive tasks. And with features like resource listing and cost data analysis, Developers gain greater visibility and control over their AWS resources while effectively managing expenses. And if you want to learn more, you can visit Amazon Q developer documentation or read the announcement blog as well, which will be linked down below. Moving on to our last update for this video, Amazon Route 53 Resolver DNS Firewall now supports domain redirection. So this new feature allows you to enable DNS Firewall to automatically bypass the inspection of domain within a redirection chain like CNAME and DNAME. This means that you no longer need to individually specify each domain from the chain in your Route 53 DNS Firewall rules while allowing domains. Before this update, DNS Firewall would examine every DNS query from your VPC against the domains listed in the allow list linked to a DNS Firewall rule. If a query was for a domain in a redirection chain, example CNAME, not included in your allow list, DNS Firewall would block the DNS resolution for that domain. So that process would cause inconvenience because it required you to manually add each domain in the redirection chain to the allow list. But with this new update, you can configure the DNS Firewall rule to automatically apply to all domains in a redirection chain, such as CNAME or DNAME, without needing to add each domain individually. So to learn more, you can check out the feature documentation or explore the step-by-step guide available in the AWS News blog. And with that, we have reached the end of our video. So if you want to learn more about these updates or explore the ones that we haven't covered, make sure you check out the official announcement page, which will be linked down below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on all our social media platforms so that you stay updated with all the latest news and updates in AWS. Thank you for staying till the end, and see you on the next one.